Are you ready?
We are ready, and welcome to the sixth session, sixth video already.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, super excited today. And yeah, just for the audience who hasn't potentially watched the other videos, we explained in those where we came from, what's our connection, what did change in our lives, where are we going to, and we talked about burnout specifically on what helped us getting out of it. And today it's again about burnout, yet though, the time
exactly
that it took. That was the last one. Yeah. Exactly what helped us, the time that it took. And now the sixth session is about burnout and its function.
Yeah.
And whether we believe, does it have a function? Some people say it's a sickness. There's, I think, different labels that people are using, but today it's, I think, good to just elaborate there a little bit, share, as we always do, our perception that hopefully help others. But I'm very interested to hear your opinion, your view on, does burnout have a function?
I think so. A couple of things I would say on this. But for me, a burnout, how at least I experienced it, really meant it was time to change.
Mm-hmm.
So in that respect, I think it has a function because it really stops you. And yesterday I had a tea with a good friend I shared already with you. But she was also telling me another story, and she went in her life through different periods of like burnout, depression. I mean, you can call it, I think, many different names, and I think it's always difficult to distinguish. And she was also telling me that she's recognizing it now quickly, so she knows, and then she can act on it. However, she is also in contact with somebody else, and she says that person, everything is like her work doesn't work, her relation doesn't work, and everything is like not good, wrong, but she still doesn't see it. Mm-hmm. And then we had the conversation together, like, okay, but then it's not, it's very hard to say this, honestly, but then she's not yet deep enough to have that really burn out. Because only then there is time for change. And I believe that at least the function for me, the burnout was really to stop me, to really say, and now you can't continue, your body literally stops you. And the other element, and with that I give the word back to you, because last video you already mentioned something. It's about specifically, literally the word burnout. Mm-hmm. It really burns you out, time for change, but it's really starting all over again, basically.
Right.
So maybe you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, because now that you say that, as I try always just to listen in what comes through, and what comes through right now is the facet that people at the moment, and I think that comes out of the mindset, calling it a disease, saying I'm burned out, I can't continue like this, I don't have energy anymore, which is correct. But there's another function of such an event during, as I said in the last video, where your life comes to a stop, you can't continue as you thought you could still into the future. The other part of that is the burnout of what's not working anymore. Exactly. It's like a cleaning, strange thought, but it's like a cleansing fire. It's like something that burns you out. And why does it say that? Because for me, it's like a fever. When you have a virus in your body, and your body, what does the body do with a fever, with viruses? Burning it out. Yes. And it's a little bit the same function that I see there, is something that doesn't burn out anymore, that doesn't work for you anymore, has to be flushed out the system. And this is more the energies that I see as well to it. So it's not all negative, as never something in life is either good or bad. We like to at times to talk in extreme examples to get the example across, but as you and I are very much aligned, and this is what I love so much, get out of duality and don't see always the black and white, something is only bad. A burnout is not only bad if you're open enough to see the chance, if you're deep in it. and you're plastered with, you know, the emotions and everything else that comes with it, of course you don't see it. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But now, having gone through it, it's really, as always in life, every darkness has in its core the light sparkle in it. You just need to turn it into the present, into the gift that it is, right?
Absolutely.
And this is really the function as well. Potentially that's slightly more spiritual thinking as well, but I think that for me gives as well the picture. Yeah. And for us to give the example as well, like here on Earth, physical world, for us it's now that I can work with you and that I have a different connection to give our example, and that we can put something else into life that I think 2 years before we would have never been able to do in this manner.
Definitely.
Right?
I fully agree with you.
So I think this is really a bit also what it is for me.
It's nice. And I really switched on when you make the comparison with the fever.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when your body is heating up, right? To fight against the viruses.
Mm-hmm.
It's also really about your body. I mean, it starts with the mental thoughts,
mm-hmm.
right? Because they become negative and you're not feeling well. But actually, it's literally your body who says stop.
Yeah.
And your whole body could, and in that respect, I think we can do so much. We can see how strong our body is. It's also looking at the positive side on it, because our body is so strong that we continue.
Yeah.
We do not take care of ourselves well enough, I would say. But hey, apparently this is needed, and this is the time where we are in at the moment. So yeah,
Absolutely.
we continue working, and our body is fighting basically to say, hey, stop, until you really have to stop. And that's where the cat indeed is coming in today. She has to be with us during the videos. But that's really where you are burned out. So yeah, I really love that comparison. Yeah,
true.
Very nice.
True. And this is really where listening inwards is so important, because the signals that the body gives you are quite different. For me, for example, it was this super heavy tinnitus. I hope I pronounce it correctly in English now. Tinnitus. You know, this hard, super high tone constantly. I have it in both ears.
Yeah.
So you have to imagine, if you lie down and everything is quiet, you don't know what quiet is anymore. As a friend told me, she has it as well.
Yeah.
It's really this constant noise in the ears. But what does your body, and this is where the body takes it really literal, what don't you hear? What is it that you don't want to hear? Or like another friend of ours put in one of her books, Jos, are your ears stuck with old pain that you do not want to let go of, right? Yeah. So this is one example. Yeah. There's other examples with people with hurting backs, with other pains and aches, and being really comfortable to work with that, but be open and listen inwards. And how you do that and how to start with, I think that's really the point that you triggered now saying it. It's to accept your body as this miracle machinery that it is. Because I do truly believe now more and more that our body has everything it needs to cleanse and heal itself if, and really only if, we let it and don't interfere. And one interference, for example, that we do massively too much is putting constant chemical in us and thinking that will put us back to the original state where we can just go through and take this as granted, for granted. And I think this is really also something where this function needs to shift and the view needs to shift, and in order to help you really cleanse it. Because if you're open to that, you can let it heal itself.
Yeah, almost. Absolutely. Yeah. It's taking care of your body, right?
Exactly.
I think, and you mentioned already Jos, but while I was listening to you, I was thinking, wow, that's really beautiful, because now, and we didn't even mean it like this, because the purpose of today was to talk about the function of a burnout.
Yeah, right.
And and we do, and the translation is, it's all in your body. Mm-hmm. And that's also where it then has to start to recover, to cure.
Yeah.
And that's what we currently do with our body and mind language, right?
Right,
So
yes.
we mentioned it already in an earlier video.
Yeah.
But I think it's time that next time we start to talk about it, what it is, and
What
what
it
are we
is.
doing about it, with
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
and what can we and you do about it to recover. It is via your body, and it all goes via your body. So
Absolutely.
that's where it all starts. And language is extremely important to give words to it. So
absolutely.
shall we agree we speak about that next time?
I'm getting chills here, so that's a positive sign. And we should do it as well from my side.
Great, very good.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for today. Thanks for listening, everyone. And see you next time.
Definitely.
Wow, dat was sneller dan gedacht.